after a month off of writing and photography, I'm finally back on the bank. As you can probably hear behind me, we're down in the urban jungle. Come down to Canterbury, we're on the Westgate stretch at the moment. We'll be fishing the River Stour for dace, perch, roach. I'm going to do a little bit of surface fishing for chub as well. Now, unfortunately, the EA have been down here. They've ripped up all the weeds. Now, they're saying they're doing this for flood defence. But we haven't had that much rain, so why are we worried about a flood? You'd think with the amount of predation that's going on in the world, especially in England, you think that they'll leave a little something for the fish to hide in, but no. But there you go, what can we do about it? Still, we're going to try our best, see if we can catch a few fish today. I'm going to start off up at the Westgate section, hopefully catch a few dace. There are some dace down there at the moment, anywhere between about 4 ounces to half a pound, so that's pretty good. Then we're going to try the 2 Weir pools, do a bit of stick float fishing. The last time I was down there having a look at the Weir pools, there were a couple of sea trouts, so fingers crossed we might hook into one of them, that'd be nice. And then we're going to go down to what I call the Sainsbury stretch. We're going to do a bit of surface fishing for chub. And if I'm lucky enough and there's a barbel, might even have a little tingle for that one too. But let's see what happens. Well, that's got to be the best way to start a day. Beautiful 10-ounce dace. My PB actually. First cast, first fish, new PB. Just goes to show that the fish are still in the stour. Need to hunt them down. Absolutely immaculate looking fish. There are bigger ones down there, so we'll see if we can get a bigger one. You never know, might reach that pound mark. Well, you can see what I mean by lack of rain. This used to be a thriving Weir pool. Now it's just a pool. Great for trotting, this one. And unfortunately there's no more flow. So I think we're going to have to give this one a miss. We'll try the second Weir pool, hopefully that's got a little bit of flow. And we can do a bit of trotting. There we are, another pristine looking dace. Even out of the waters, these are right little scrappers. We're averaging about 6 to 8 ounces. I think we're about half a dozen now. Nothing to beat that 10-ounce one yet, but we'll keep looking. Beautiful. Well, we come down to the second Weir pool, and it's okay for trotting. And straight away, this beautiful looking perch. Immaculate. It's a great thing about chalk string perch, they're in beautiful colour, really deep dark greens. Beautiful. We're seeing some sea trout in there, so we're going to get this back and see if we can get one sea trout. Okay, then we'll just run you through quickly what I'm using today. The material loaded with 4-pound main line. I'm using the Nantec all-rounder rod. First time I've used it actually, so this is a 10 to 8 foot version. Rig, it's nice and simple, just a split shot SSG on the line. A size 16 hook. It's a nice all round sort of hook to use if you're using bread flake and maggot at the same time. The stick float essentially is just your basic stick float setup. Little shirt button shot pattern down there, and I'll be using a size 18 hook with that when we go for the dace. And that's essentially it. Bait, nice and easy, maggot and bread. Well, as per usual, the clouds have come over and it's decided to rain, so I thought I'd seek shelter and throw you a little bit of information. Then having a look on Facebook, and I came across this page called English Counties Fishing Tackle and Bait Trader. Now, if you've got anything to sell, or you're looking to buy some stuff, this is absolutely fantastic if you want to get rid of some of your fishing gear that you don't need anymore. All you do is you go onto the page, like it, put your name, product description, how much it costs, and the location where you're selling it from, and it couldn't be more simple than that. There's already loads of fantastic members on there, so get on the page and start liking. Secondly, finally got my website up and running. Now, as there always is, My videos are on there, articles from the magazines that I've written for. But if you guys would like to send your photos, or even write a blog for me, please do. Just go onto the contact page and get in contact with me, and I'll let you know the details. And the third and final thing, finally, TFG TV's coming on air. We've got our own YouTube channel, and on the 15th of September, you'll be able to watch the very first episode of TFG TV. But what's the difference between other fishing channels? Well, this one, you guys can get involved too. Unlike other fishing channels, where you're sitting around and you're watching all the big names fish, you guys can be the star of the show. If you've got a few hints, tips, or you just like to be on the programme and show what you can do as a fisherman, then just get in contact with me on my website, which is www.bythewaterside.org.uk. Okay, so we finished up at the Weir and come down to the bridge, and what I thought was a stonking great roach turned out to be this bream. But we're going to press on because there's some sizable chub down there. We'll see if we can bag one of them. Well, this really isn't the sort of place you'd expect to, or probably want to fish. But after having that bream, I've had another look, and there's a few chub down there. And this is a great thing about using the Nantic all-rounder. I'll break this down to 8 foot, so I'll have no trouble if I get one. But we'll get the bait out, see if we can wink one out under the bridge again. Well, there we are, right at last knockings. Finally got a chub. Only a small one, a little 2-pounder. But that'll do. That'll do nicely. Just goes to show, if you look for them, you can find them. It's nice to see the River Stour's getting back to the way it was. We need to keep an eye on that predation, otherwise we're going to start losing fish like this.